Episode 2. I think things went okay for the first episode. We worked out a lot of the minor details of how this whole setup is going to work, and I guess just live in the episode, smooth things over, without too much hassle. I would want to say that this is where things start going a bit more quickly, but that's really not the pace that these are going to move at, these videos. It's all going to be very low and slow, very dull and dry, as usual. Even more so than usual, even. Having said that, in case anybody is clicking on these videos, very desperate for a translation, because I know I would be if I was trying to find out information about this kind of game, I do have to reiterate my recommendation for waiting on an actual fan translation to come out, no matter how long it takes. Probably one of the best ways to experience it, rather than some kind of cheap OCR Google Translate situation like I have going on here. Though I like it myself, since I'm trying to learn the language, I feel like you lose a lot of the colloquialisms, the feeling of what the characters are saying, beyond just the basic lost in translation stuff. That, and of course there is the chance that this game is going to have an official translation, considering the creator, Baya Chao's previous game, did in fact have an English translation. Even if that was mainly, I think, machine translated without too much localization or whatever. I'm sorry, Devivoon. Am I boring you? I was actually kind of intentionally trying to bore Devivoon here, by which I mean time it out. This was something that was actually in the demo itself, where if you wait too long on the selection screen, Devivoon starts getting tired, getting bored. Let's actually see if we can translate this. Reset the bounding box. And there we go. Wow, I'm tired. Hurry it up. Uwa Daru. I think Daru, means... I guess Daru means either tired or bored, or something like that. And Hayaku Shiroyo. Since we've started on this already, I do actually want to wait even longer for Daru to get even more bored, because this was something that led to an ending in the demo. If I can get like all the endings that I got from the demo, like early on in the actual game here, then I guess everything after that is going to be all new stuff for me, which will be exciting. And if I didn't say it in the first episode, I guess I'm saying it now. A lot of the stuff that was available in the demo is just going to be retreading old ground for me. I played the demo up to the point where I tried to see every single option available, like getting all of the bad options during the character summonings and getting all the endings available, all that sort of stuff. Of that amount, that only comprises, I think, maybe less than 1/5 of the total amount of characters that are in this game. And probably a lot less, well, not just the endings, but normal events throughout the game, because the demo was only the first day. Not sure how many days consist of the game. But actually, I guess we can assume, because Devivoon did say he wanted to summon about 12 characters or something like that, which would mean about 4 days if we do 3 per day. I think there's like a lot more going on besides the loop that we've seen here. This is, at the time of recording, a few months after the release of the game, which was back in, well, Halloween, October 31st of last year. So there's been a lot of information disseminated about characters that only appear in the full game, and maybe some hints at story stuff that I tried to avoid as best as I could while also admiring all of the art by the creator, but basically there's a whole lot of stuff going on that I haven't seen yet that wasn't in the demo. Hurry up, Devivoon. Get bored already. I don't actually know how long this takes. I think when I tried to get this ending in the demo, it took like a lot longer than I thought, but I was off doing other things while it was happening, so... Oh, there we go. It moved a little bit, but this will probably still take a while. I thought this would be a good way to start out the episode, getting another ending. I should have realized just sitting here at the very start of the episode waiting for Devivoon to get tired and fall asleep would be probably the slowest start there is to a series that is already quite slow with the translation. How long are we going to keep you waiting? Or how long are you going to keep me waiting? I'm getting sleepy. Itsumade matta senda, nemuku natte kita zo. I'm even afraid to click anywhere on the screen because I think that might make Deviroon wake up and all of my hard work at getting him bored would be going to waste. It shouldn't be much longer now, right? I can't imagine they make you wait like 15 minutes. But if they do make you wait 15 minutes, I have nothing against recording that. These videos are just kind of, well, other than the added wrinkle of this video being also practice for reading Japanese to some degree for me, these videos are just meant to capture the pure experience of the game without much editing or much work towards making a good video, so to speak. Mainly just raw footage and raw thoughts and stuff like that. So in that sense, this is the raw experience of getting this ending, just sitting around waiting and thinking things. In this case, thinking things out loud. There are like some other endings that we can do on this screen that I remember from the demo. There might even be other endings that were added onto the screen that weren't available in the demo. I guess while we're waiting, some thoughts about the Makemon universe. As far as I know, the Makemon universe is something that started, at least Baichao started posting about the Makemon universe 6-7 years ago, as far back as I can remember, maybe longer ago. A lot of like DS Flipnote stuff of this character on screen, Pain, and also Ting, who we saw in the last episode, who I kind of call the progenitors for the Makemon universe. Very mascot-like without too much lore going on, even though we know a bit of their stories. But I think the real meat of the Makemon stuff, other than like the hundreds and hundreds of characters that appear in the guidebooks and throughout art and stuff, most of that meat of the story probably comes from Nine-Tailed Okitsune Tale, which I played on this channel. At least, in my eyes, that's where most of the meat comes from, because that's the easiest way to experience the world, like, without going through a bunch of old art or trudging through social media or stuff like that. But other than that, there are like a bunch of characters that just appear in side comics that the creator posted online. Okay, everyone's getting sleepy. Soupy, he says. Like Alice and Cheshire, there's some comics about them. Those two characters appear in Makemon, in Nine-Tailed Okitsune Tale. And I think they also appear in this game. Well, of course, Alice appears in this game. She was in the demo, and we'll get to her soon. But I think Cheshire must also appear in this game, maybe, if we're lucky. I mentioned the guidebook before. It was something that I got from one of these Chemoket events ordered online. There's like hundreds of characters in that. Well, not hundreds, but at least over 100, I think, or somewhere in that ballpark. So many characters that won't appear in this game, but there's probably plenty of random ones from that book that I could, if I had the book beside me playing this game, could just kind of enjoy looking up as we find them in the summoning circle. But trying to look that up in the middle of playing the game would probably slow things down much more than we're already doing. And I mean, just looking on screen, we're going so slow, not even making any progress. It's been about 10 minutes since I started the episode. I did not realize it would take this long. But I guess it's all progress, technically. This is progress towards one of the endings that we need for 100% completion. And that is what these videos are meant to be. I guess 100% completion of all the endings, and 100% completion of all the characters, plus whatever else I consider to be important for collection in these videos. By which I mean collecting like character lines and stuff. In addition to getting all of the good versions of the character summonings like we did with Ting, I kind of want to see all of the bad versions of the responses. But the problem with that is that there are sometimes branching paths that don't just mean, or that means just getting all good options and getting all bad options isn't going to be the full picture. Because sometimes there'll be a different branch if you pick a good option for number 1, then a bad option for 2 and 3, or 2 good options first and then the bad option last. Even in the demo, there was something like that with getting a specific ending if you did things that way. I guess in that way that's how the endings are sort of hidden behind the character options. You can't just rely on getting good or bad, you have to figure out a funny way of doing things, regardless of the metagaming or whatever. Debiun sure is sleepy. So cute, sleeping like that. There are other things that we can do probably before we begin the episode, or begin the episode properly. We can look at the stuff that's inside this room. I think this was added in at some point during the demo, this little thing on the table, which takes you to the bonus room. Ah, there we go. So how long was that? It was a little bit over 10 minutes. I think before I started recording it was about 1 or 2 minutes or something, so maybe 12 minutes to 12 minutes to get this. Kyou wa mo neyoze, Solomon. Let's go to bed now, Solomon. It didn't quite capture the Solomon part, or whatever. And 4, Oyasumi Debiun. Good night, Debiun. And he's dreaming of his favorite raspberry pie. I think that's raspberry. I actually have a keychain with Debiun hanging onto a pie like this. It's very cute. So now we have 2 out of 3, or 2 out of 30 endings, and 2 out of 28 characters done, which would mean Pain and Ting. I guess Pain counts as one. Let's watch the omake. Unya Munya. And let's get the region changed. Very slow start to the episode, but it was something that had to be done, and I'm not cutting out any of it. I don't have to translate that, that's just Munya Munya. Nanda sona kao shite? Why are you making that face? Omiya ga kono ore-sama o... Bo... Is that bo? Hochi soon. I guess it's my fault for leaving this guy alone. Or I think it's your fault for leaving me alone, is what he's saying. Soupy. Sleeping sound effects. Hey, wake up. Muga. Naosu? No, what is that? Sheen, okay. Well, I have to get my true self back too, right? Ichayaru ka. Let's give it a try. Ore-sama wa mitteru kara omiya ga na. I'm watching, so you're welcome. That's not quite right, so you're welcome at the end there. Omiya ga na. You are something. It's just kind of very slangish, I think, what he's saying here. You're watching me. Because you're watching me. Not quite sure. Alright. And let's reload the last save. I guess we're not going to do everything that we can do on this title menu. I kind of spent way too long just watching Debiun sleep peacefully, so we'll save the other quicker endings on the screen, of which I can only think of one actually, for later. We can take a peek inside here though. This is the collection room. It has the endings and the... Oh, these are the endings and these are the characters. It's a very nice way of doing the menu. I like the little hands all over the place. We've got descriptions of the characters that we've interacted with. And we can do a quick translation of this. We'll probably do all of these profile reads a bit later, but just as an example. And translate. Species is fennec fox, gender is male. I guess it doesn't quite capture the male symbol here. And translation kind of combines everything because I set it up that way. Well, I guess we kind of get it already. A lively prince of a country. He likes to sneak out of the castle to go on adventures and munch on his favorite bread. He's not very good at studying. And Ting. Let's actually just redraw the bounding box so it's just the text here. We already know the species and the other parts, so don't need that. Oh, did that not work? Okay, let's try the full box then. I'm not sure why that's happening. What is this? Damn it, technical difficulties now? This can't be right. It was just working. Let's try something that we know should work, even though we knew that should have worked just now. Well, at least that still works. Have you finished your business? Don't keep me waiting too long. I like how everyone responds to you going into this menu for the collection room. It's kind of a very in-world. What's the word for that? Diegetic? Not sure why this was happening. Let's try that again. It might be the kind of thing that I have to work out in between episodes if it's going to be a problem. So why didn't you pick up these characters? I think they might be too small or something, or rather the density of these kanji might be too much for the translator to pick up on it, because it worked fine with pain. Or not. What is this? Well, now it's having trouble with this room. I will have to figure this out between episodes. Of course, we got the endings too, which just let us see some of those comments again. At least I think so. Wait, what's this? Wing? Don't remember that from the demo. Well, anyway. What actually is the translation here? I don't remember this from the demo. I'm sure it was there, but... if I can even translate this. Yeah, it seems to have trouble on these pages for some reason. Only starting now was fine with pain that one time. Okay, something to try out in between episodes, I guess. Well, let's get on with the actual video game. Slow and boring, dull and uninteresting. Okay, I guess we'll continue with Ject. We'll just go in the order that they appear in, I suppose. Would that be our last summon of the day, Ject? I guess so. I do want to get to Alice before the day's over, but it might be only 3 per day. Korea Denshi... Is this cyberspace? How do you pronounce that? Denshi Kukan. So that's cyberspace, huh? Okay. It looks so futuristic. Those clothes look like they're storing magic. This is one of the fun things of the Makimon universe. Even though it's like mainly magic and fantasy and stuff, things like cyberspace and sci-fi stuff still kind of fit in. They all just kind of blend together. Yeah, let's summon Ject. And get the box down here. Saksen... no, not Sen. Sakugyo? Sagyo, okay. Now I was concentrating on my work, but what's with this rough summoning magic? Another character that recognizes the summoning magic, despite being a sci-fi guy. Omya, suyoso da na. Maryoku yoko seya. Oh, you look strong. Give me some magic. Oh, anta akma ka? Oh, you're a devil, huh? Something. Nice design. Is that what that says? The word is zoke, molding, shaping, forming, modeling. I guess it is design. This character does seem like he's into design type stuff. Just looking at his Unity cube, his default Unity cube there. Nani tendayo, yatsu. Kore ni shittemo. What is he talking about? But that outfit just smells so magical. Kusagurumi... Let's strip them and take them off. Oh wait, that's not Kusagu. That's Migurumi. Okay. Okay, and our options are Fuku o Hippe Gaesu, which I guess means take off the clothes. And the bottom part, which I'm having trouble reading, something Maho, hot air magic. Is that right? Hippe Gaesu means take off? Jagan search. Hontoni what was that again? Zoke, design. This guy's going to say it a lot, so this will be a good opportunity to learn this one word. It's a really nice design. I especially like those horns. That I wonder how I should make them. Texture. Okay. Well, the texture part is asymmetrical, which makes modelers cry. Who designed it? Yeah, I get it. Deveroon's, he's got like the red on one side and the blue on the other side, so if you were to flip it around, it'd be a problem. Well, that didn't really reveal anything about what we want to do here, so let's try that again. Jagon search. Not all of the Jagon searches are going to be this easy, the timing and all that. Oh no, wait, this seems to be... yeah, that is just the same, okay. Well, I guess it's not always going to be a clear answer for what you're expected to do based on the their inner monologue. We could try to take off the clothes, I guess. That was Deveroon's suggestion. This character was in the demo, but I don't remember what actually happens here. Let's find out. Nanda sona chikazuite. Why are you getting so close? Nani? I guess I don't really have to translate that, but... what? Huh? Shika ni hippegai so dosuna. Don't try to peel it off directly. Itai nanan da kyuni. What's going on all of a sudden? Wow, he liked that. I forgot that he liked that. That isn't different from the demo, is it? I'm pretty sure not. Koyatsu, ikiteru kuseshite. This guy's so cocky, but he's weak to pressure. Sore ni shite mo omiya. Even so. But still, omiya. Who are you in such a special outfit? Fufufu, yokuzo kite kureta. Boku wa maho... bungaku? Is that bungaku? Kagaku, right, science. I should know this from Dr. Stone. I'm glad you asked. I'm an electronic sculptor researching magical science. I'm what they call a modeler. Denshi Yoku. It's hard to read this handwritten stuff. Yeah, it seems like it's hard for the OCR to recognize it too. But it does say Denshi Ryoku Modera. Yeah, so Deveroon's having trouble understanding the electronic modeler part. Soma. Kono isho mo hedo seto kara koto. This outfit, from the headset to the coat, is all custom made for this ability. No attack can penetrate it. As a little side note, I know that Biochow does some 3D modeling for VR chat and stuff. I imagine this character probably relates a lot to that hobby or some of the work there. Sore de wa godan ni ireyo. So have a look. Dagya, ore-sama da. Naka kachoi? Hey, it's me. That's pretty cool. Ike, aitsu o tsukamaero. Go, get him. Oh no, Deveroon, you're captured. Who could see this coming? I did. I remember this from the demo. It's like one of the best parts of the demo, this little scene. Dagya, nani o suru? I guess in terms of online culture, this would be called... what is this? Twinning? I don't think this is technically twinning, that genre, but it's like got some overlap, I guess. Kono kimi. No, Soko no kimi. Hey, you there. What do you think of the model I made? It looks a lot like this demon, doesn't it? It's cute. I like this little blush he has going on. He really enjoys his work. I mean, so do I. Jibun no sakushin, or sakushin? Is that sakushin? Sakuhin, right. My own creations are like my own children. They are truly adorable. Yamero, haneru, hanare-do. Stop it. Let go of me. Fufu. Seiki. No, not Maiki. Just give that cheeky original a good beating. Dagya, mozo sunna. Don't tickle me. Or wait, is that tickle? Mozo, let's see the definition there. Oh wait, the definition is not available from the dictionary in Kameri. I guess I'll just have to look up mozo later. But I guess it is squirming or something like that. Fumu. Copy wa skoshi bakkari originaru no. Copies sometimes retain a few elements of the original. Now this demon. Kusuguri or kusuguri ga. Yowai no dana. He's weak to tickling, especially the armpits. Zettai sonna koto no. That can't be true. Ooh, hya hya hya. It can't be true, but he's still laughing. Uso tsuite te kopino. Lying is useless in front of a copy. Kore ga originaru to copy no atsui batoru. Hot battle. This is a heated battle between the original and the copy. Go, just do it. Koshabai. What does that mean? Koshabai? I don't think it means it's so sad. I think he's trying to say something else, but the words are coming out slurred because, well, just look at him. Get out, Solomon. Help me escape, Solomon. Dashu kete. Get me out, Solomon. Taskeru, taskenai. Help him, don't help him. We're not going to help him. Yahi. Nani bo. Nani bo. Boto. Boto tsutate denda. I guess the translation got that. What are you doing just standing there? Or what are you just doing? No. What are you just standing there doing? Fu ha ha ha. Kono mama yowaten o teki. That would be teki kaku. What is that? Accurate, precise, exact, appropriate. Got it. I'll keep attacking his weak spot and finish him off. Tagya mohodame. Nah, I can't take it anymore. I give up. Tagya. And of course, check like that. So again, even if it puts Devirun in a rough spot, this is the correct play to get a proper reaction out of the summoning target. Yoku yatta. Kono copy wa boku no collection ni shite oko. Well done, I'll keep this copy in my collection. Fufu, doda. Sanka, no wait, what is that? Maita ka, are you impressed? Don't actually know that word. I've seen this kanji used in compound words or whatever you would call it, but on its own I don't actually recognize it. But okay. How was it? Were you impressed? Kuso, ore-sama no ugoki o Suzukun no yonde. Damn, he read my movements and stuck to me. I couldn't escape at all. Here we go. As if that wasn't kinky enough, we've got one more with this guy. Hyuni Shioda Shiku. Is that what that means? Shioda Shiku Nottazo. Shioda Shiku does mean meek, gentle, modest, sweet, charming, touching. Got it. You suddenly become shy. What's going on? So, Soro Aitsu, no. I have trouble reading handwritten stuff like this. And so does the OCR. I'm not sure how often this is going to happen, but looks like it says Aito. Is that to or o? Masasete moratte mo. This is going to be a problem. Don't think I can translate lines like this with either the OCR or on my own. But I think we understand the gist of what's happening. Oh wait, Sodomon. Koyu... Oh wait. We're about to... Yeah, he's about to suggest that we use the Evil Eye Search. I just realized I forgot to use the Evil Eye Search during the last part where we could have rescued Devirun and chose not to rescue him. I mean, not rescuing him was the right option. I don't exactly have to use the Evil Eye every time if I know what the right option is going to be, just based on vibes. But I feel like I just want to use the Evil Eye to get all of the dialogue. The good thing is that since we are going to come back and get all of the bad options eventually, I think anyway. I'm not sure if I do want to do that, but I plan on it. When we come back, that'll give me like a second opportunity to see all the evil eye searches that we missed out on. Maybe. If I remember. I guess we'll play by ear. Right, so, hey Solomon, in times like these, you need to search for the evil eye, or use the evil eye search. Okay, so I guess this is one of the times where they actually force us to use it. I guess the story doesn't make sense, like this little plot that we're going down won't make sense unless we read his mind, so we have to. Yabai, 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 yabai. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Itsumo no yoni, sakugyo or sagyo. As usual, I was concentrating too much on my work, and now I can't hold back my urge to pee. Yup, that's what this guy's about. As another little wrinkle in his character. Pyuni kona tokoro o tsurete kora. I was suddenly brought to a place like this, so I underestimated it. Otoire kashite kudasai. I can't even ask to use the restroom. I have to go home quickly. No, we won't let you. Kukuku. Areda, or areda are. It's sad, isn't it? Yawareta. Yaware. No, yada wareta. Yada we. I have trouble with these consecutive syllables. Yada we tada. He's the type of guy who will hit you back if you hit him. Okay, so we've got... I'm afraid I don't know this without using the translator, so we'll just double check here. But the bottom option is tickling, kusuguri maho. Restraining magic or tickling magic. Oh, wait, we have to wait until we get more text here. We'll just do another evil eye search just in case there's more here. And this will give us the opportunity to change the region again. Kona... Okay, this is different. Oh, it's okay even in this state. No magic is effective in front of this coat. Okay. Yeah, so his coat protects him from magic, so no magic. Kona koto ni naru kara koto... If I'd known this would happen, I should have developed an emergency incontinence prevention device that attaches to my coat. That sounds a bit extreme, but I guess this guy is a bit extreme. But there's our answer. The bottom is tickling magic, so even though that seems very tempting based on all the tickling that he did, we can't exactly use that option. Just have to restrain him without magic. Eh? Nan desu ka? No. What are you doing? Something like that. Eh? Kaishite. Ie ni kaishite kure. Let me go home. Let me go home. What is this? You want me to stay here forever? Oh no. Does the translator catch that? I guess that is otsu, or is that a small su? Ofu here. Yeah, no idea what he's trying to say here. Again, because the characters get cut off sometimes, I don't get the full word. And even though a Japanese speaker would probably understand what word they're saying just from the first few syllables or something like that and the context, I myself would need like the entire word in non-handwritten text to understand what's going on. Utsu. Or I guess it's just u. Gomennasai. Gomennasai even. Yeah, he's slurring his words here. I'm sorry, I got carried away. Please, let me go home. Moreru. Moreru? It's burning? Oh, it's leaking. Right, that use of mo. Moreru. Moshiko mo moreru. No, oshiko moreru. The pee is leaking. Oh no, all over my nice summoning circle. But it was a good reaction. Yeah, ha ha ha. That's so pathetic. Wow, that's funny. Lol. And this is actually a correct translation of the line here. It ends with W, which is a sort of slang not slang, it's what would be the word for the internet thing? Like I guess LOL is an internet slang, or whatever you would call it, for laughing, but in Japanese, W is a replacement for kusa, which is, it has the literal meaning of grass, but I guess the full story is whenever a Japanese user would want to type out LOL or something like that, the equivalent would be just spamming the W key, because W is the first part of warai, or laughter, or something like that. And all those W's in sequence looks like grass. So kusa or W or lol, those are all just basically equivalent, something like that. I don't really know the full history, but that's my understanding. Oshio Kanya. What should I do? I guess we can't just leave him like this. Maryoku Nadai. Well, I'll give you as much magic power as you want, really. Hontoni. What is this word? Kanben, which means forgiveness. Okay, please, please spare me. Yachimauze. Let's do it. Recover magical power. I guess this is actually magical power collection. Maryoku Kaishu. Here we go. We've defeated him thoroughly. And to seal the deal, here we go. A perfect run. Toide. He wants the toilet. Yeah. Saigo omoshirokatta na. It was funny at the end, or the ending was really funny. I laughed so much. And this would be the warao I was talking about. Warata. Begins with W, so just typing W is a shorthand for this, I guess. Oh yeah. Nandayo, what are you doing? Shinshin Yamero. What is Shinshin? Stop being so pokey. No. Ano kusuguri ga iroaite iu no wa are wa uso da. That thing about tickling me, or that thing about me being weak to tickling, that was a lie. I'm so sure. Hontoni uso date. It really was a lie. Ijiru na, or shinjiru yo. Shinjiro yo. He's telling us to believe him. We don't. Okay, great. And actually, I think we're done with the day, considering we're at full magic and did 3 characters. Didn't quite pick the hardest option, Alice, for the first day, but I guess we'll get the chance later. This is going to take multiple runs, of course, to get all the endings and get all the characters. Have you got the hang of collecting magic power? It's all about timing and insight. If you miss it, it'll be down to 0%. So this was easy enough because it was just the demo characters, and even beyond this first day, there are going to be other demo characters that appear later that I'll know. But when we get to characters that I don't remember, and even though I didn't fully remember these characters, there are going to be times where I just don't know what to do and we'll just roll with getting the wrong answer. We're not exactly going to be save scumming here on the first run. We will have to do that when we want to get like the perfect ending or something, I guess. Oh wait, are we not done with today? I guess not. Well, I guess we're doing 4 in one day, or rather, maybe Pain really was a tutorial that didn't count, even though we got magic power for him. Our bar's already filled out, but I guess we're still going. How greedy of you, Devion. Is she doing an experiment? What on earth is she doing, or making in such a big pot? Alright, we'll summon a hard one, Alice. I say hard, but I remember this one, like the flow of this one, pretty well. Oh wait, do I? No, the first option is actually kind of hard. Unless you actually know what you're doing. Redraw that. And translate. Uo, nabegoto. Whoa, the whole pot? Or pot stuff? Nabegoto? Not sure. What on earth is going on with Omiya's summoning magic? Oh wait, I guess it's because he's surprised that we summoned her with the pot. That's unexpected, I suppose. Soon soon. Odia kinoko. Sniff sniff. Are they stewing mushrooms? It has a unique smell. Oi. Soko no shoujo. Ko musume. Ah. Hey, what are you doing, little girl? Akuma. Devil. What's this word? Go me to. Good answer. Interesting. You're right. I won't do anything bad, so just help me out a little, okay? Ken. Oh wait, that's not a complete word. Right, I remember. Jiken. Experiment. Akuma no anata de jiken sasete. Experiment. Let me experiment on you, devil. Nanya? Ore-sama de? What? With me? Omya... Wait, you? Kyoryoku suru, kyoryoku shinai. Wait, I think... Is this different, or is it the same? It must be the same, I'm probably just remembering wrong. Well, we are of course going to help her with the experiment, because it'll be funny. Arigato, thank you. Ore-sama ga jiken... Which one is that? Jiken dai... Laboratory? Jiken dai nandazo. I'm not sure how that Jiken dai turns into guinea pig, but okay. Hey. I'm the guinea pig. Don't just decide things like that. Warui koto wa shinai kara. I won't do anything bad. Soyu koto yu yatsu wa na... Those who say that... People who say things like that usually do bad things. Sasagu dakedo, mazu wa kono nomikusui. Let's get started with these pills. Which one will you take? We've got the Akai nomikusui, or Aoi nomikusui, and the Akai nomikusui. The blue pill and the red pill. I'm afraid I don't remember which one... Oh wait, it's not pill. That was the translation here, but it is actually... Nomikusui just means swallowed medicine or drunk medicine, and she has these test tubes here. But yeah, I don't remember which color was correct here. It really is just a coin flip, unless this is like a Matrix reference of some kind, which I don't actually remember which pills are. Which pills do what, I'm ashamed to admit. And if we take a look inside her mind with such a gone search, lo and behold, Akuma no sampuringu. I want to sample the devil, that's all. Aoi ho wa... The blue one should be successful, but the red one is not so sure. Oh wait, we do actually get an answer from this. I thought I remember not getting like a clear answer from her by reading her mind. Like I think in the demo, I do remember her inner monologue saying either one is fine and then you just had to go with the coin flip. It seems like it is straightforward. Ka kaku sho? Is that kakusho? Yeah. There's no proof. If the person herself doesn't know, then there's no point in searching for the evil eye. Okay, yeah. It is actually the same. I guess the translation that I got last time was just, well, this translation from here seemed to imply that the blue one was good and the red one was maybe not good. But all the same, it's still saying that either one is unclear, as everyone is saying. Erande. So yeah, we just have to choose one. And just to be sure, there is no better option here. Yeah, it is just the same text. Okay, then we're just going to choose one. Blue or red. We're gonna go with the red one. No, nandaria mega mawate umaku. Is that mawate? Yeah. What's this? I'm dizzy, I can't fly properly. Solomon, botto mitene. Botto. Solomon, don't just stare blankly, support us. I guess botto mite means staring blankly. Oh, she liked it. Okay, the red one was a good one. Thank goodness. Akai ho. What is this? Seiko? Is that Seiko? Success, yeah. become success. Yeah, I see that. The red one, I didn't think it would work. Sugi ni ikitai kedo mada kuchi no naka ni. I want to go next, but there are still ingredients left in his mouth, so he can't take any more medicine. Ja, mo kyou wa koko made ni. Well, that's all for today. Takara tsugi wa... don't know the pronunciation here, even though I know what it is. Zayaku. Next is suppositories. Saya... Nan no kusuri nanda sore? What medicine is that? You don't know what suppositories means, Deviroon? Makaranai mitai dakara soko no anata yatte agete. It seems like he doesn't understand, so you there, please do it. Yeah, we got the tail in the right position for this. Sona tokoro kara ireru no ka? What? You're putting it in from there? Kore mo nishurui. There are 2 types of this. Which is better? Cho, nandazo? No ko gotsui? Hey, what's with that bulky appearance? It's clearly an unfriendly design. Datte... Tada de sai ima wa... Even though my body is already so small, if you put in something like that in me, it's unbearable. Nah, wakateru, Yona? Solomon. You understand, right, Solomon? Erande, choose. We got the dekai. What is this again? Zayaku? The big suppository? Or the ibo na? Zayaku, or kusuri. No wait, that is Zayaku, right? What does ibo mean? I guess it means bumpy, just looking at it. And again, this is going to be another situation where reading her mind won't give us anything. Probably. Let's try it out though. And yeah, they change up the position a little bit depending on the difficulty. I'm pretty sure it gets harder than this. Saki no... Choshi? No, that's Yosu. From what I saw earlier, it looks like the larger suppository will probably be more effective. Okay. She says that. Kakume wa nai kedo. I'm not sure though. Yeah, she's not sure. Eronde. Okay, so we either have to choose what she thinks might work, or choose against what she thinks might work and just kind of gamble on it. I think this time we're going to gamble on what she thinks will work, the big one. Just because Deviroon was so sure it wouldn't work. Dagya. Oh no. Nanda. Taiga. Tokeru? My body is melting. Slime. He became slime. Kowa. Kodaimu. No, Slimeu. Jane. It's slime, isn't it? Oh, she likes slime. Good. Jiken Seiko. Good. Experiment successful. Or rather, yes, experiment successful. Nani ga Jiken Seiko? Da. What do you mean the experiment was a success? Imagine being turned into a weak monster. Solomon. Soko. I want to learn this one. Tate. Sutate. Sutate? As a compound thing. Not sure how that changes tate. This kanji here, this one, I guess that means... What does that mean again? Stab or something like that? Probably not stab, I don't remember. Well anyway, Solomon, don't just stand there, help me. What are these options? I don't know the pronunciation of this top one, but that says turn into stone magic or nuigurumi magic. Let's go with slushy magic. Itomazu tasukatta kedo nuigurumi. That helped me for now, but a stuffed animal? What? What is it, Alice? Kawaii nurigurumi. Yeah, a very cute stuffed animal. Or a stuffed toy. I guess nurigurumi doesn't mean stuffed animal, just plushie. Fugia attake. Oh, and before we go on here, I do remember this. No, not that. Although, right, I have to remember to do this, because the spacebar lets us remove all of the UI and get the full picture. This is probably going to be my main way of getting thumbnails for these episodes, rather than having to crop around all of the UI or whatever. This is probably, yeah, the best thumbnail that we got. We can actually even, like, get things off camera if I don't feel like I get something on camera that's good enough for the thumbnail, but that's later. Dagya atake. It's warm, he says. Kore. And this again, this part right here, this kore. Sometimes this one hiragana, it looks a lot like in this handwriting or whatever you would call it, this font set. It looks like wa instead of re sometimes, the way that it curves, but it does curve to the right so that it is re. But when I'm reading it, sometimes my brain is saying ko wa rather than kore. Just a slight thing that makes things a little bit harder for me. Kore kasanakya dame. Do I have to return this? First option is kaishite morao. Give it to her. Or sonomama watasu. Oh no, wait. The first option is give it back to me. Kaishite morao, I think. And the bottom was sonomama watasu. Just like that, give it to her. Something like that. Of course, we'll give it to her. Arigato. Thank you. I did not need to translate that. It's just instinct at this point. Eh? What? Cho? He was about to say wait. But yeah, this is one example of how we can get an ending just by doing the right options in a character thing. And this does mean that we would have to reset from where we last saved, so it's a good thing that I saved there. Just as a good practice, I should save like before every character or at the start of every character. Like after we did Ject, I should have saved there before we started on Alice. Ideally on a new save, but we won't have a new save slot for every new character probably. Anyway. Konomama watasu, or sonomama watasu. Jane yo. Bokke nasu. Not sure about that last part. Don't just hand me over like that, is what the correct translation is, I think. No way, you idiot. Bokke nasu. Nasua. Not sure how that translates. And the dictionary also does not have a definition for bokke nasua. Well, whatever. And this ending is Alice Nuigurumi. Alice stuffed doll, or whatever. There's someone peeking in through the door here. I think that might be Cheshire or someone else. I think Cheshire is in the game though, like you can summon him. Well, let's watch the bonus, Omake. And draw the bounding box over the text only. Ayatsura ore-sama no koto. They're doing whatever they want to me. Nuigurumi ni sare chimatta. I was turned into a stuffed toy. Damn, that's the worst way to end it. I couldn't resist at all. Kedo... What is that word? Soine. Sleeping together. But I ended up sleeping next to her, and she was so fluffy and smelled nice. Are? Soieba dareka ga kochira o mite tayo. Now that I think about it, I thought someone was looking at me. Yeah, the person looking through the door. What on earth was that? I feel like if everyone is calling out attention to it, maybe it just wasn't Cheshire. It could have been like someone else in the lore that I don't remember is involved with Alice. There might be some deep lore going on here. Umu. Fuwa. Ma nandemo ii ka? Well, whatever. Let's start again. Okay. And we can just load over here. And like this, we will ask her to return it. Kaishite moro. Kyōryoku shite mo watashi watasu, or kaisu. I receive your cooperation, so I'll give it back. Dagya, hidoi me ni atta. Ah, that was awful, but it wasn't so bad in the end. Koko made kyōryoku shite yattanda, soro soro tan mari. Well, we've worked together this far, so it's time to collect as much magical power as possible. And even though we don't need the magic power, let's get the maximum amount. Haku kaite data matometai. I want to go home and want to get home quickly and compile the data. Konkai wa... how do you say that? Sanzan. This time was terrible. Always was that humiliation. Kuso. Mukou kara nanika shideka. Shidekashite kuru. Damn, there aren't any good people out there who try to do anything to me. Which isn't the exact translation. I guess what he's trying to say is, there are a lot of people out there that want to do bad things to me, or something like that. Ooh, Makai ni kai shitai. I want to go back to the demon world. Or the... I guess it would be demon world. The magical world, Makai. I guess, like, that is usually translated as demon world, but the first part of the kanji, ma, just means magic, so if you combine that with kai, I think literally it would just be the magical world, but as a word, it just usually means the demon world in anime and whatever else. Makai moe ya dakedo. The magical world or the demon world is also bad though. Or I don't like the demon world either. Nanda yo baka. Kochi minna. And again, I have to learn this one because he says it a lot. No, the translator seems to be having trouble with getting the furrigan over it. Is it just chi, really? I think it's just getting the first kanji here and not including the second part. Oh, actually, I think that is supposed to say chi de. Yeah, just getting the wrong kanji here, or rather it's not picking up that it's a hiragana. So yeah, when he says chire, that means scatter or get lost or something like that. I'm pretty sure he'll say it often. He said it already, I'm sure. Fufun, Sambiki Shokanshi Hawaitana. We've summoned 3 of them. Which I guess pain isn't included even though the magical power that we got from pain counted as a game thing. But whatever. Dore dore. Atsumeta Marioku Ryo, the amount of magical power. Let's see, how much magical power have we collected? 160%. Oh wait, it did actually go beyond what the bar said. The bar only went up to like 120%. Interesting. I don't think I ever got this in the demo. Oh. Derasuge, Jean. Derasuge. I guess suge means amazing, but I'm not sure what derasuge means. Wow, that's amazing. More than I expected. Or something like that. Shin no... It's still not enough to gain my true form, but it's a good start. Kyo wa tokoro wa... or kyo no tokoro wa... That's all for today. Let's go to the bedroom and relax together, Solomon. Fu, hisabisa ni Marioku de onaka ippai, or ippia. Phew, it's been a while since I felt so full for magic. It's a different kind of fullness than when you fill your food with, or fill your stomach with food. This could also be a good thumbnail, but it's probably gonna be Alice or something. Kyo wa mo ashita ni... What is this again? So naite, prepare. Let's go to bed now to prepare for tomorrow. Taida kona jikan ni doorbell o nadasu yatsu wa. Ring the doorbell. Who's that guy ringing the doorbell at this hour? Seems like the translator's taking a little bit longer than usual. Who's ringing the doorbell at this time? Hey, come out. And this wasn't the demo. A little bit of a peek at our main character's life, I guess. This is Mars, Marzu. Konbanwa, Solomon-san. Good evening, Solomon. Sorry for calling so late. Moshieru Maho Gakko. Oh no, Sosieru. It translates it as Mars, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Mars, like the planet, or something. I'm Mars, your homeroom teacher at Sosier Magic Academy. You might not remember, but... Saigo ni Solomon-san ga Maho Gakko ni kitte kara. It's been a whole month since Solomon came to magic school, so I was worried and came to check on him. Kimi wa honto ni... Seiseki? Yeah, that's great. Well, you really have good grades, or you have really good grades. I know that sometimes classes are boring and people around you look up to you, but... Kona boku de yokereba? If you don't mind me being like this, I'm happy to help you with anything, so please come to the magic school anytime. Yeah, a good teacher trying to get us to return to magic school. We're a delinquent of some kind. Not a delinquent in that sense, but a very successful student, or a student that does very well, too well that they can't even stand being around the school. I guess it's just like beneath them. That's the sense that I'm getting from this one-sided dialogue. Soide wa kokoira? Well then, I'll excuse myself here. And I'm sure we'll see more of Mars later. This seems to be like an important character for Solomon. Pia. Oh, and here we go. Kupia. This might also be the thumbnail. Konbanwa. Watakushi wa ai no tenchi kupyadelu. Kupyadel. I guess the translator is using Kupyad L, which I think is like the right pronunciation. There's no hyphen there though. But yeah, Kupyad L, I guess would be the way to say it. Good evening, I am Cupidel, the angel of love. Totsuzen desu ga, natta. This may seem summon, but you are hiding a demon, aren't you? Just in case. We can nod or say nothing. Let's nod. Sunao de yoroshii desu. It's okay to be honest. Or it's good that you're honest. De sono kare no honto no na. So, do you know his real name? We do not. This was also teased in the demo, and I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. Devirune's real name is supposed to be some kind of, I don't know, golden gun or something. I'm not sure how it plays out, but there's going to be some way that we learn it, I guess. Sasuga ni shiru... What is that? Shiru Yoshimo... Yoshimo? Well, there's no way to know, but you need to know. Ano akuma wa... Kiken? No, Kikai? Yeah. No, Yakai, it seems. That demon is troublesome. If you don't do something about it as soon as possible, disaster will befall you. No, disaster will befall this world. Soko de watakushi ni... Teian, suggestion. So, I have a proposition. Could you join forces with me and capture that demon? We can support, or rather, cooperate, or not cooperate. We will cooperate. Even though we summoned Devirune, I guess this is the right move, right? Who knows what Solomon is thinking, summoning Devirune but also cooperating with an angel. Kare wa zubora desu kara. He's lazy, so it's easy to catch him by surprise. Anata no yo na nazoe? Is that nazo? Mayoeru, okay. It is my role as an angel to save as many lost lambs like you as possible. Soe de wa anata no doubu no naka ni hirikomi masu. No de sono... I'm going to get in your robe, or into your robe, so please act natural. Did this happen in the demo? I don't remember this part happening. Oh, seizo. We're slow. You're slow. What the hell were you doing? Kupya. Okay, maybe this is the thumbnail. It's so hard to pick. Oh, we're over on time, by a lot. I do need to pick a point to stop. Toyadu? A short name for Cupidel. I guess a nickname. Temya. Doshite koko ni? Why the hell are you here? Ufufu. Debiku no... Kodo? Koho? It's actually Yukue. Okay. Ufufu, I've been chasing Devi-kun. I'll make sure you don't escape this time. Higi, kono... hanase? Let me go. Dagya. Kupya. Sumimasen. Omi nigashi. Mono. Sorry for showing you something so unsightly. An angel's duty is to make everyone happy. Demo akuma wa sono honchu ni arimasen kara ne. And again it's picking up the furigana, but I guess the translation is, even so, the devil isn't in that category, or devils aren't in that category. Nanode koshite... Hibi... That's why I've been tracking him down as a way to release stress every day. What is that? Yoten? That is like... I recognize this, but I don't remember how it's pronounced. It is, like falling into darkness or something like that. Or at least that's how it's used in a compound word that I can't remember off the top of my head, but... I guess it's like fallen angel. Kuso tenchi. You stupid angel, or you shitty angel. Ato de okuchi o... I'll shut your mouth after this, or something like that. Go kyoryoku kanshai tashimasu. Thank you for your cooperation. That's all. Kupya, may you find eternal happiness. Tasukete. Okay, and that's another ending. I probably should have stopped as soon as we went to bed for the night. Just didn't realize we were over on time. Really do need to end these episodes sooner. Let's try to find a good stopping point here. First we gotta see the omake, and translate this. Saite shumi, or saite na shumi. What a terrible hobby, is what everyone is saying. And this would be Cupidel's hobby, whatever is going on here. Tenchi no sandbag, I guess. Is this what this is? Sandbagging? I don't know what that means. That's like a kink thing. Well, let's watch the bonus. And for the first time, we are actually getting the Kupya Dagya theater, because Cupidel is here. Translate. Yato watakushi. I finally appeared at the Kupya Dagya theater. Why did it go back? Weird. I finally appeared at the Kupya Dagya theater. I'll be secretly showing it to you again today. I no Tenchi Cupidel. To Akuma no Devivun. The angel of love, Cupidel, and the devil, Devivun, will be sending you whispers from angels and demons. Oi. Nan desu ka? Sonna ni kawaii kao oshite? What is it? You have such a scary face. Nanda no owari ho. What the hell was that ending? What kind of punching bag is this for angels? Yeah, again, it's using sandbag. I guess that's a... They're using the English term sandbag, but I guess it translates more to punching bag. A kind of BDSM thing, I suppose. Ufufu. Watakushi wa... Ufufu. I have seen many different forms of love in the world below. Sono naka ni wa itamitsu. I think that's itamitsu? Yeah. Among them, there are some who find happiness in inflicting pain. What do you think? Does it feel good? Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of hobby. Ainiku. What is that? That first word? I guess that does mean unfortunately. This part right here. Oh, okay, guess we moved on. If you trace it back to its origin, it's all because of Biku-kun? Wait, Biku-kun? Biku-kun, where is that? No, it's Debbie-kun. It seems to be having trouble with the, with Cupidel's font, which is actually going to be a problem if it can't translate one of the two major main characters' fonts. Koi na ate... Is that koi? No, hen na ate. Stop making weird inferences. Moi. Corner. Enough already. I can't keep doing this kind of corner anymore. Just wait and see. I'll be back to normal soon. Kupya. Saboranai. Please don't slack off. Toiyu koto de Solomon-san. So, Solomon. Watakushi no kyoryoku o... Kobamanai? If you don't refuse my cooperation, everyone will get sulky, so please keep up the good work. Okay. We'll load back in over here. This is already ending up longer than the first episode, but I guess we'll just play by ear every time. We'll nod and... No, wait, that was wrong. Quick load. Oh wait, we don't have to load here. That was just answering that we have the devil inside our house, or a devil inside our house. We can be honest about it, but we can just refuse cooperating. Do not cooperate. Kare wa zuborate skara. He's easy, so it's easy to catch him by surprise, that's the same. Anato no yona... I think that's the same too. My role as an angel is to save as many lost lambs as possible like you. Shikashi, sore demo na... Or no. But even so, if you still desire a relationship with the devil, I will gracefully withdraw here. Deska? O namae ni kanshite wa? But regarding his name, I would like to help you as much as possible. Kongo. I'll be scattering hints here and there, so if you feel something is wrong, please remember this. Nanika areba itsudemo. If you need anything, please call on me, the Angel of Love, Cupidel, at any time. Kupya. Anata ni ein no shiawase. That is shiawase, right? No, cool. That's actually luck, I guess. Luck or happiness. I guess it is happiness. Kupya, may you find eternal happiness. I just felt like ending the day, like with the bedtime scene would be a good way to end the episode, so we'll try to keep on going until that happens. Oseizo, Solomon. Te sono poketo no naka ni or naka nani haitenda. Hurry so, Solomon. What's in your pocket? Hore. There, that's it. I guess hore means... Let's see what the definition says. The definition isn't very good with it. I guess it's more something like... I feel like I know what this means just based on the feeling, but if I had to put it into words, it's a bit hard to say. Or it just means give it here, or... Not give it here, but let's see. Or what is that? Something like that. What is that? That bell? Is the front door broken? Shokan heya. I'll just leave it on the desk in the summoning room. And of course the demo ended after the first day, so we never got the chance to use the spell. But I'm pretty sure this means we can summon Cupido, like, in the summoning room starting in the next day. Whatever that means for gameplay. Soieba yo soto no koi kichimata. By the way, I heard a voice outside. Omya, you. I heard you're not going to school. Yeah, that's the part he heard. Didn't hear the part about the devil. Or about the angel. Seiseki... Seiseki? Is that? Yeah, that is. Are you resting on your laurels just because you have good grades? You're a top student, but you're a real bad boy. Is that what bad boy is? What word translates into that? I had high hopes for you. Let's see. Yutose, that would be good student. Taishita waru dana. So what is the translation of Taishita waru? I guess waru means, based on the dictionary here, means bad child. And Taishita just means like a greatly, a considerable. So together that would be, I guess, yeah, colloquially it would be bad boy, or whatever the equivalent pronoun would be, something like that. De, sono, nanda. Sono Naomiya, or Naomiya. So, why did someone like you summon me? Tomodachi ga hoshikatta kara, because I wanted a friend, is the first option. And the second option is sabishikatta kara, because I was lonely. Yeah, I guess the translator doesn't catch this part. The translator catches the two options, or the bottom option, when there's no text box down here, and the options get moved down. But of course it won't capture the top or the bottom part if it's above the text box here, so guess I'll just have to translate even more when it's like this. Let's say we wanted a friend. Ma, nandemo ii kedo. Fua, soi ni shitte mo kyou wa kono sugata de. I've used my evil eye a lot in this form today, and I'm exhausted. Susu. This a good place to stop? I think it actually is. Yeah, let's actually just stop here. I really should have stopped when we first moved to this room. That was about on the hour, and it would have been the perfect place to stop, to lead into the next episode. But I guess this is fine too, just having Devrun sleeping peacefully, just like we began the episode, bookends and all that. That would be a good time to take a break.